So it's 9:30, leaving the Davila Ranch. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was all right. 3 walls and a roof, refrigerator. Some other hikers were there, and they made eggs, spinach with garlic and onions and pork and beans. So 14 miles to Pie Town. I don't think it'll be a hard hike. I left just a little bit before those other hikers, and they're faster than me, so they'll pass me on the way there. It's warmed up a little bit. Hoping for an easy day of hiking. Big old town like Pie Town. I can't see it yet. Gotta be close. You can come on.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to interrupt your video.
This is Bab. She's okay.
Hi, yeah.
Well, if this isn't the toaster house, I'm gonna be real embarrassed whenever I go knock on the door. Toaster house has a kind of a retro vibe to it. There's a bathroom, bedrooms, and a kitchen. Here's the Pie Town, New Mexico radio telescope. All right, so it's the 21st, and 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm just now getting out of Pie Town. Ate a big breakfast, and took a while for that to settle. I ate half of the sandwich that I got to go. Took a little bit for that to settle. Packed up my resupply box into my food bag. Backpack's nice and heavy again. And got like, I think 3 miles of this hard road. And then I've got, it's like 20 miles of dirt road or something to 115. Once I get to 115, then I'll be off onto the actual trail, going across lava fields, see the chain of craters, and the ice cave. So a lot of the other hikers are taking a different route that takes you through a canyon with cliff drawings. Sad that I'm missing that, but you can only take one alternate at a time. This one, the one I'm on, is a little bit longer. So I don't know. I bet I could still get at least another hour of hiking in. There's a place I could sleep there, be shielded from the wind, wouldn't have to set up my tent. Probably have to fight the mice over my food bag. Just seeing if I can get these colors to come out in the video. Come on, focus. It's 7:45. I'm feeling good. I'm going to keep going until I get tired, and then I'm just going to crash after eating my beans and rice. So I tried to show it last night, but I know you couldn't see anything. Here's the road that I've still got, I don't know, maybe 20 miles left on. It's pretty sunrise. There's just not, last night there just wasn't many places that I thought I could camp. So here's one tree, there's another, and there I am, just this side of the fence. This is where I'm getting water today. I just got 2 liters. There's a little trickle from that valve you can see there. Pretty clean water, but it's not very deep. And we have this moat to cross. There's another well a mile south of here, and I wish I had checked it out. There might be a water cache up ahead, but I don't like to rely on those. And I got 15 miles to my next water source. So I drank half a liter, took a liter and a half from that well. It's pretty in its own way. But you gotta do a lot of moving before you see any change in scenery. Hey, donkeys! I'm going to Grant's. I'm not going that way. I'm gonna go that way because there's some trail over here. Alright, 2.5 miles of that. Into the wind, uphill. It sucked a little, but I'm done with that. And now, I'm ready for the chain of craters. Alright, I've got water. This wind is not letting up, so I'm going to stop, take a break, drink as much water as possible. Next water source is 8 miles. It's 4:30. Surely I can do 8 miles before I need to set up camp. See it, there's a little pile of rocks over there. That's the cairn that I'm going to start from, and the trail's pretty non-existent, so you're pretty much looking for cairn to cairn. The sun's up above the clouds. It's pretty well lit, so I think I'll be able to see well enough. Last night as I was making camp, it was getting hard to tell cairns from little shrubs and that. Got some cows. This was my campsite. And that's the general direction I'm going to be going. I hope to get to the part where the trail angles north. I think I got about 11 miles to my next water source. It's only 8:30. Around 7:45, the snow stopped for a bit, but it started coming down pretty good now. Starting to get some pine trees. And I'm glad that I stopped to take this video because I would have missed that cairn and I would have kept going that way. Off-trail backtrack averted. Here's a cairn. There's a cairn. And there's a cairn. And you just get to scramble up them rocks. PCT threw a lot of switchbacks in there. Sometimes you got tired of them. But there's been a few times on the CDT that I was like, you know, I could go for a switchback. So it's almost 11 o'clock. I see this says that I can see that they've already burned around here. But I don't see any instructions on how to get around. And I swear I don't remember seeing this on the CDT website. I don't smell any fresh smoke, I just smell char, so I think I'm going to keep going and just try to be careful. Yep, they've definitely already burned this area. I'm a little less than 3 miles from my next water. I'll look around and reevaluate then. I could walk dirt roads all the way up to the ice cave. I'd really like to avoid that. I don't know how long ago they burned, but it doesn't look like it's all the way out yet. But the trail's going up that way, so I think I'm good. Boy, I wish I found this morning while it was snowing on me. So that's all the burned area I'm gonna get. those gentlemen are going up, going to put out some of the spots that are still burning that are close to the edges of the burned area. But they said I'm pretty much good all the way up to Highway 53, so that's good to know. Alright, it's noon. I still haven't made it to that water source. I've got to be close. But the sun went behind some clouds, and now I believe this is grapple, like frozen rain. I'm at the water source, and it's cloudy green, so I'm going to be doing some filtering, and I need to eat something. And the cold wind has started up, so I present to you the Tyvek windbreak. So that's the water before I filter it. And there it looks pretty clear after I filter it. There's the water that I just drank. Here we go. I took 2 liters with me in case I have to make camp. I'm gonna go straight across there. I think I'll meet up with the road that'll take me back to the trail so I don't have to backtrack. Clouds look a little dark. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. Got about 12.5 miles to the ice cave. About 5 of that is trail. About 2 of that is highway. And the rest is dirt road. Hey, elk! Bye, elk! 340. So I made it a little over 5 miles, couple hours, 10 minutes. This is the road that I'll be walking up until I get to the highway. Gotta sit down, take a little break. See how the rest of the day goes. This road is wearing me out, but I'm making good time. 5:30. And here's the lava, and I'm just glad I don't have to hike on that. Got about a mile left, half on the highway, half off the highway. A truck that must have seen me coming the other way turned around, came back, honked at me, gave me a Chick-fil-A sandwich and a Pepsi. There's some pretty nice people out here. It's about 10 after 7, and I'm going up to see the Baldera Volcano. Anything I tell you on here, I'm getting from the information pamphlet. It's not my own knowledge. This is a splatter cone, a vent where the lava came splattering out. They don't want me to go up there and look in it. This is the Baldera Volcano. Erupted, and the lava flow went down that way that I just showed you a clip of earlier. And here's the ice cave. Alright, so here's the ice cave. See if my headlamp does much good to light it up. So there's ice in the bottom. In the 30s, the trading post was like a saloon and dance hall. Railroad came through here for the logging industry, and they used this ice to keep their beer cold. And then in the 40s, when this family came down and started up the tourism attraction business, they used this for their refrigerator. And a few decades back, they stopped digging ice out of here, so it's begun to build back up from rainwater, snow melt that seeps down in here and then freezes. They say the lava tube insulates it and traps cold air and doesn't let warm air come down. Sorry, I know it's hard to see because of the glare, but they're circular stacks of lava rock. They say they're Anasazi Indian ruins. They'd stack them up in front of cave entrances, and in the trading post, they have artifacts that were found inside of these caves. Sorry, this is the cave that the family used as the refrigerator. They said that in the 40s, it had ice in the bottom. I can still see that right there. Might just be from the snow they got like a week ago. And then this is the campground. These cabins go for $75 a pop a night, although they're not renting them right now because it's still getting too cold to have the plumbing on in the bathroom right now. They say maybe first or second week of May it'll be above freezing. There's several of these cabins around. Here is the trading post. Sodas, snacks, ice cream, modern Native American art. So here's some of the pottery that was found in the caves out around the volcano and ice caves. So it's 9:30 on a Saturday, the 24th. There's a lot of walking along the highway or on the highway on the official CDT. And I hate this walking on this highway. So I'm trying to get a hitch about 10 miles down to the Zuni Bonita alternate, which gives me 20 some miles into town up a canyon. I've got my hiker to trail sign, which doesn't seem all that big now. And we're going to see how long this takes. If I get a hitch right away and it's 20 some miles to town, is it possible to make it tonight? Well, heck yeah. Is it possible for me? Probably not. Alright, so I got my hitch. Got like 25 miles to town. It's 10 o'clock, which means I will be camping tonight. But if it looks anything like this, I think I'll be alright. So, interesting development. It's 1:30. At 1 o'clock I finished up a fairly long break where I ate some bacon, drank some water. Notice I can't see the canyon walls anymore. And the trails start to go down. Well, I've done about 8.5 miles. I'm at 7,523 feet according to my map. And it's been pretty steady uphill. Just, constant effort uphill, not wear yourself out, make you hate life uphill. And it appears that I've pretty much got downhill to go for like 12 miles. 12, 15, whatever it is to Grants. Grants is at 6,500 foot, so looks like the rest of my day ought to be cake, as long as my feet don't start hurting or anything like that. Still making good time. It's 2:30. There's some lava, canyon walls. It's just been a really pretty section of trail. This sign looks like it used to say Grants was only 10 miles away. So I am making some pretty good time. Well, I'm about 5 miles from town. It's about 5 o'clock. It's too early for me to camp. But by the time it's late enough for me to camp, I'm going to be in town. So it looks like I'm going into town tonight after all. I can't look up rates right now. Can you believe I don't get cell service in here? Now, I'm not much for whining. I'm going to whine anyway. I started off on this nice dirt road, and man, the miles just glided under my feet. And then, I don't know, 6 miles back, my dirt road changed into this gravel road. Pretty hard on the feet. And now, my gravel road has turned into asphalt. And I know I don't like walking on asphalt. Canyon's been getting narrower and narrower, but I think I'm 4 miles from the highway, and the other side of the highway is where the hotels are at, so, what is it, it's 5:30, almost there. So I made it to Grant's, and I've been looking forward to getting some KFC, and cars are backed up all the way out of the parking lot. So, I'm just going to have to settle for some Diet Coke and a hot bath. So this was one of the first hotels I came to last night. It's the Sands Hotel in Grants, New Mexico. And I know what you're thinking about the way it looks, and looks can be deceiving. But they weren't in this case. It was pretty much exactly what it looks like. So I'm going to go see if I can find a better hotel, stay another night, do resupply, mail resupply, all the other little things that you have to rush to do whenever you get into town. It's not super easy walking across the highway, but pedestrian path would be nice, but this isn't too bad. This is the Sure Stay by Best Western. It's further across town from where I came in on the blue route, the Bonita Zuni alternate. But for like, I think it's about the same price as what I got paid, what I ended up paying at the Sands. This is nice. I might have to 00. And I will be in that tub tonight. I'm going to edit some video, resupply, do laundry, all that fun stuff. Talk to you all later.